I am not gonna do this the way 2016. Strange, right? I look like a clown. Ask me why. So I never really do my makeup like a professional makeup artist, but today I'm testing out their techniques to see if it makes a difference. So let's find out together. Oh, and yeah, hi guys, it's Ray here. So a little disclaimer, I am not a professional makeup artist. I have never studied for that. Let's keep that in mind. But I did a research to understand what we can do. As you can see, my brows are not even. They never been, and they probably never will. A lot of professional makeup artists actually start with the brows, as I always do in my makeup routine. Firstly, brushing them out. Okay, I feel like it is 1,000 times better. Next step that they always do, they clean up around the brows to avoid the glue getting in the way. So I'm just taking a cotton pad with some micellar water and just cleaning around. Then they fill them in. They use either brow pencil or a brow pen. My most recent obsession and the products that I use all the time is a brow pen. This is from NYX. I am feeling firstly the front of my brow, just like so it's visible that I have hair there, and then I am getting to these blank spots. They're not twins, but they are definitely sisters. They take their hand or like some kind of flat surface, like a palette. This will be my mixing palette. I don't know. They take concealer or foundation. I will take concealer, I guess. Put a little bit on my palette. Then they take flat brush like this. They take concealer on it, like patting it really good to get it into the brush like this, and then they do something like this. I did that like one time in my life. This is actually like used to firstly clean out the brow and then to like prep your lid and define it. So you firstly just applying it and then blending. So essentially something like this. I know this technique actually came in like 2016. I guess it is what it is. It's not that bad. It's just that I'm not used to that. So we will be doing underpainting, and this is usually the spots where makeup artists do the contour. Let's try and blend it. I don't know how well it will be, but I've tried underpainting one time over on my TikTok. It was like more than a year ago, and I didn't like it then, but maybe it will be different this time. Like, you can't blend it too well because then it will be covered with foundation, but like you also don't want to leave any patches or like residue or just spots. It's a little bit too well blended, but this is because I also want to add a liquid bronzer over the contour. Okay, we're also gonna do the underpainting with blush. Makeup artists suggest to use a red blush, and I just happen to have a red Made by Mitchell blush. This is in the shade Where is the SPF. I used it maybe like a couple times before because I don't know, maybe it's a me problem, a user error, but this blush on me always leaves patches. So it's never blended really good. It's like too dry for my liking. But maybe because I'm also using the palette, it will be better this time. Work the product into the brush before using it on your face. Evenly distribute. Oh my god, no. It is too pigmented, right? Or is it never too pigmented for underpainting? I look like a clown. I'm just gonna trust the process and use a different brush. It's not really blending anymore. Now we go over this foundation. Will the brush or the... Okay, we're gonna use... I would love to use a sponge, okay? If you excuse me and understand me, work it into the... Okay, yes. Also, they suggest you to start applying your foundation from the front of your face and then go to the periphery, because then it's nicely blended and you don't have too much product. Don't go under your eyes too close. Now I am in my blush area and there is a ton of blush on the blender, but when you're going over, it is kind of eats. We're gonna turn the sponge to the side to use it on the forehead. Just like this. You know what? It works. Everything is blended together beautifully. Now we use concealer as always, just a little bit right here. You also can use it right here to lift the face. If you want to lift it more, you can do this like this and like this, but I'm pretty light here already, so it's not a lot. It is actually always interesting to look what professional makeup artists do, because they are professional for a reason, because they gained the status and they have clients that's most likely happy with the result. So when they are sharing their techniques, it's always nice so you can implement them, use them in your everyday life. Yeah, of course, you may say, like, when you do your makeup professionally done, it takes you like over an hour. Yeah, if you don't have that time, don't do that. But if you do have time and you want to look flawless, maybe this is the way to go. Now we work around the blush. This is the reason why I never do my blush first, because then all my sponge is in the blush from every side. And I don't really like that. I don't usually wash my brushes or my sponge after every use. I don't know who does. If you do, great for you, I guess. But I don't. I clean my brushes and my sponge like once in a week, I think. We will be using powder. And what they do, firstly, they take pressed powder. Strange, right? You use your powder puff to apply a lot of powder. It is pressed. It's like powder foundation. When you have a lot of it, ask me why. I'll tell you. Because now you are setting just so it's not creasing. Then you will go over this with a baking. I have never done this myself. I always use a loose powder under my eyes, and then, only then, I use pressed powder all over my face, like the periphery. They also do the line on the center of your nose. Maybe this will make a difference. I don't know. We will see together. This is also my first time. Then, I don't know if it is any new technique to any of you. It is new to me because I've never done baking. Never. I have my Huda Beauty powder, which is like the most common baking powder, and maybe this will make sense by the end of this video. Firstly, I will need to be set on my T-zone before we go with the baking side of it all. They usually use a damp sponge for the baking. I don't know how it works. I don't know. I'm together here with you. My powder, my damp sponge. Oh my god. And then you do that. Oh no, oh no. There is baking. Oh. And they usually also use baking like right here. But then you will be pale by the end of it, no? And I know this is used like for the longevity of makeup. There's powder over here. Like my makeup is, I would say, pretty long lasting without any setting spray, without this crazy baking. But I guess someone needs it, and like if it works, it works. Usually while baking is setting, they do the eye makeup. I don't know if I am gonna be capable of it, because the eye makeup that I'm gonna be doing I also never did. You may ask me why, and I will tell you this is because I have a quite small eyes and quite small eyelids. If you can tell, I don't know. Like right now I am raising my brows. Maybe it is obvious for someone, maybe it is not for someone else. This is my eyes in their relaxed form. You can tell like there is plenty of space under my brows. It is not when I look in the mirror, when I look straight forward, it is not a lot. And then all of my like the movable lid, like it is covered by the skin, so anything here is not noticeable. This is why I usually present myself like this. I always have my brows up. But we're not finished with our face, and I will get to the eyes later. So it's been like 2 to 3 minutes when this is on my face. So I am gonna take big fluffy brush and use all of this baking to brush it away, and also to set anything anywhere where it has not been set. And do just this. Okay, my face is definitely matte. I can tell that I see what they mean. On a camera, my face looks flawless, like it never looked better, but in real life, I can see all this powder. Like when I get really close. When I'm far away, like on a, I don't know, my forearm distance, it actually also looks flawless. But my skin looks like this without a baking, so I don't know. What about powder bronzer? Powder blush, like, will be something here? And it is. It is, and I will tell you. What MUAs usually do is they take a bronzer, usually much lighter bronzer, closer to your skin tone. I don't have another bronzer, so this is what I will be having. And they usually take a big fluffy brush, like something like this, to apply on your, because we have plenty of bronzers there, but it's not quite there yet. The bronzer brush that I have, this is Makeup by Meyer one, and I use this bigger side for my bronzer powder, and it will be a little bit, just a little bit. So you take it here on, just a little bit to lift, and that is it. No more bronzer needed. And yeah, no more bronzer needed. Use a powder blush. I don't want to use highlighter today, and I'm going to be using my Hourglass blush, which is already a little bit like highlighter because they are shiny. You can tell you used red blush. You can still see a little bit of this blush. This is not a red one. This is pretty pink one. But what I'm gonna do is I am using this little fluffy brush, and you don't take a lot because we have a lot of blush. It's just to enhance longevity. So you do this. You see, just one little swipe, and it's not super pigmented blush, but it is enough. So the same thing on the other cheek. Oh my god, so pretty. And from what I can see, it is pretty flawless. And the concealers that we have around the brows, just getting everything together, and it looks finished. It actually looks finished. What I was telling you about the eyeshadow look, it is cut crease. I have never done it. You can tell why. Like it was a saying in 2016. Where have you been? I was 11. Thank you. Yes, so in 2016, I was like 10, 11 years old, and I didn't have a proper makeup to do the cut crease. And when I became older, when I got my proper makeup, it was like 2019, 20, I don't know, 2018, 2019, whatever. It was 3 years later, and cut crease wasn't a scene anymore. I don't want to ruin this look by doing some bold cut crease. I am not gonna do this the way 2016 cut crease was. I will do it my way. Okay, my way. Yes, my way. Right now, I'm seeing the face, and it's really gorgeous, and I don't want to ruin it with green cut crease, with red cut crease. I don't know. You know, pink one sounds great. I have mine. Trusty, dusty, but really great. Perfect, colorful eyeshadow palette. We're gonna use this 2 rows. What is gonna be happening? I don't know yet. I don't know. You don't know? I don't know. What I've learned from all the videos, that we need a proper amount of concealer on our eyelids, and I would say I have enough, but maybe not. So as I know, you need to do the new crease above your existing one. I'm gonna take some shade close to mine, and I am gonna, so this is, if you can see this brown line, where my new crease should be. Yeah, so this is maybe not ideal symmetry, but we're gonna work with that right now. So my pinks are getting in the game. Oh, it is pinker than I expected. I don't really know how you do the cut crease properly. I am doing it like I think it is done, and like I saw it's done. This is not a tutorial, okay? This is not a tutorial on how to do the cut crease. Blending. There, the whole space under my brows is now taken. Then I'm taking the pink, the brush like this, to pat the shadows here in the center. It is interesting. Now we're taking the concealer brushes. The light I use is out of power. So now we have to deal with this light situation while that one is charging. But I just don't want to, pause because I am already here and I have my concealer there. So packing the concealer in and cutting the crease. So they always do this. So when this concealer is packed here, I always heard that you should use the light shadows to tap it in. And I'm gonna do just this. Maybe as I'm thinking right now, I have done something like this before. It wasn't like really cut crease because I didn't use concealer or shadows. I did something like this. I probably need to soften this line. Okay, yeah, I kind of like it. I don't know, you tell me if it looks good. Maybe I do some mistake that you're seeing that I maybe can not do anymore. So it has charged for a little bit, so I hope we will be able to finish this video. I have cut the crease and honestly, like, I like it. I did not expect that, but I like it. So I like the blank space that we have there, but I think it would be great to add some shimmer to it. So I'm using my highlighter and I'm gonna use this pink one and just a little bit. For the lashes, they do everything as usual except when they use falsies. It looks kind of too much. It's not noticeable there. It's not noticeable. Okay, you know what? I am gonna just use my mascara and then we will see, okay? Because actually those falsies is like shorter than my actual lashes. For what I can tell about this makeup is that it is definitely a lot of concealer there. I don't usually use that much of a concealer for one makeup look, but at the end it's just flawless. So then I just poke myself in the eye and okay, let's pretend like this has never happened. For the lip, actual techniques that makeup artists use can be interpreted for red lip mostly. This makeup will not accept red lip. It should be nude. Firstly, they always use some kind of brown, whether it's lip liner, whether it's brow pencil, whether it's eyeshadow, as long as it's the perfect shade of brown. They do this. Always a little bit overline, just a little bit, not a lot, and you overlining here and here, like on the highest point of your lips. So the actual line here will be your line. So it is something like this. You can see it's much bigger already. What I do, I overline it in the middle. This side is bigger, so I go under, you see? And here go straight. I hope we can finish in this lighting. I am so sorry. So here I go straight. And then I also connect it. When you're happy with your shape, you do this. You a little bit fill this in. Then I have another lip liner, which is not brown. This one is a little burgundy one. And what I do with this is just going like inside my lips. You're gonna use lipstick, lip gloss, whatever you want. Maybe we'll do a little bit of this one in the middle, like 1, 2, 3 is enough. No more needed. And I'm gonna take the light pink lip gloss. So like this, you create a perfect lip with the color of your choice. It looks juicy, plump. You know what? I love this makeup. Okay, so yeah, that is taking a lot longer than I expected. I have to recharge my lights. This is our finished look. And whether I told you we're gonna see if it is any good, it is impressive. Would I do this makeup every day? Probably not, just because it's taking real long time. Like I've been sitting here like hour and a half, I think, maybe longer. The skin looks flawless. Everything is blended really nice. You don't see any harsh lines here. It's just bronzer, blush together. It is actually impressive look. It is my first cut crease in a long time because I did something similar. It wasn't cut crease, it wasn't this, but it was something like. So like yeah, it is impressive. My brows look good, but I always do them like this. I just never overline them with concealer. If we are talking lips, this technique I know for a long time and I've been using it, so yes, I use it all the time. Underpainting, maybe it's not really worth it, like sometimes. I didn't go over here with a lot of foundation, and this is why it looks still thin layer, and looks flawless, and it's not heavy on the skin. Maybe if it's not for some special occasion, I will not use this. Overall, my face looks flawless. It is perfectly matching with my neck. Maybe I should get closer to you and show you my face. Like, it is good. If you liked any of this technique, please use it. Use it. It is great. Perfect look for what I can tell, even from some special occasion. For my birthday, for example, maybe I will not be doing this for my birthday because I won't have time. And actually, you will be seeing these videos a day before my birthday, so so yeah, if you got to this part, thank you very much. I know it was a long one. I am sorry, but I am not. Please subscribe, like, leave your comment, and I love you so much. Thank you. And I see you in the next one. Bye.